This morning on DC News Now, we're still talking about some rain showers out there this morning. However, later on this afternoon, we should see drier conditions. However, the clouds will likely still linger around. High temperature today, a bit warmer than yesterday, and we'll continue that warming trend through the end of the week. I'll have more details coming up.
All right, well, this morning on DC News Now, mismanaged money, how employees at one school district were secretly spending thousands of taxpayer dollars.
Plus, why some D.C. lawmakers want rideshare and delivery drivers off the road.
And search and rescue, how teams from our backyard are making a difference after disaster strikes Florida. Good morning. It is now 6 o'clock on this Wednesday morning. Thanks for starting your morning with us. I'm Tanaya Wright.
And I'm Corey James. We're tracking some wet weather on this Wednesday morning. Meteorologist Jackie Layer has a look at your forecast, and she's tracking the timing of the rain. Good morning, Jackie.
Yeah, good morning, Corey and Tanaya. Yes, a bit of a wet start, especially for those into the eastern half of our viewing area, and really right along I-95 and mainly closer towards the immediate coastline. Here's a view of the radar of the last couple of hours. You'll be dodging in and out of a few of those rain showers out there this morning, even up towards north central Maryland, right around Frederick and Hagerstown, seeing a few of those light sprinkles. But down towards southernmost parts of Maryland, that's where we are seeing a few of those steadier rain showers, especially shaded in yellow on your screen. This is just to the west of Chesapeake Beach, where we're seeing those showers spreading through, and just to the east of La Plata and St. Charles. But closer towards the D.C. metro area, few light showers passing through, and these will continue to push their way into northern Virginia over the next hour or so. It's also with this coastal low that's still lingering right just off the coast, but this will continue to push its way off towards the east and finally moving out. So likely off towards the north and west later on this afternoon, back out towards western Maryland. That's where we could see some sunny breaks. But otherwise, we're tracking those temperatures out there this morning, low 50s. Later on this afternoon, we'll likely see those high temperatures bouncing back into the 60s. Those winds right now between 5 to 15 miles per hour. We do see a few wind gusts in excess of 20 to 25 miles per hour. But Futurecast showing us by about 2 p.m. we should be dry, still cloudy. However, some sunny breaks back off towards western Maryland, and then a gradual clearing of those skies overnight tonight, and we'll see that sunshine to greet us as we look ahead towards tomorrow morning. More details coming up, but right now I'll toss it over to Shaniko with the very latest on traffic. How's it looking?
I-395 headed northbound over the 14th Street Bridge is still running pretty well, but you're still dealing with wet roadways, and those conditions could get pretty ugly. Do be careful in this area as you're trying to get in toward the district. So overall, northern Virginia, you're looking pretty nice. 66 east and west through Centerville, Fairfax, and beyond. 95 north and southbound. You can't complain right now. We do have one crash, though. Not totally out of the woods in Maryfield. This is in the Mixing Bowl area. We got that right shoulder blocked. That's on the inner loop right before 50. Do watch for that as time goes on. I do expect to see some delays build. I checked traffic cameras. It doesn't look too bad, but I'm going to keep that on my radar there. Frederick through Germantown, Rockville, and beyond, it's looking pretty good. But right now, now's the time of the day you're going to start to see traffic volume begin to build in that Hyattstown area. 270 headed northbound, you're okay. No problems in Hagerstown, Washington County, Frederick County, or Montgomery County. It looks pretty good. 95 north and southbound. But look at that top side. It is starting to slow down just a bit. So do be careful. All right, over to you.
All right, Shanika, thank you. Well, developing this morning, we're learning a local leader has died overseas. This morning, the Arlington NAACP announced its Vice President, Kent Carter, passed away while vacationing.
That's right. Right now, we are working to confirm details surrounding the nature of his death and where he was vacationing at the time. We will, of course, bring you the very latest details as they come into our newsroom.
Your time right now is 6:03. Developing this morning, mismanaged money at Montgomery County Public Schools. The school system's transportation department accused of mishandling thousands of taxpayer dollars.
That's right. DC News Now's Lex Juarez is live this morning outside of the transportation department's central office this morning with more on this. Lex, good morning.
Yeah, Tanaya, Corey, good morning. That's right. $1.2 million was off the books, and $650,000 of that money was paid directly to MCPS employees. And that was according to an audit that happened from October of 2017 to November of last year. Now, the calls for a deeper investigation that led to this audit came after an internal audit that happened in fall of 2021 brought to light some questionable purchases from a transportation management employee's credit card. Now, these were gift cards, furniture, and items that were shipped directly to that employee's home. MCPS reported it to the police department, but they also hired an outside firm to do a deeper look. Now, the firm's report found not only the $1.2 million off the books and almost $650,000 given out to employees, but they also found that from July of 2016 to January of this year, $572,000 in questionable charges were made from Transportation Department employee credit cards. And as of November 16th of 2021, the account had a balance totaling just over $535,000. Now, the firm also put in their report that there is a need for some deeper investigation into this to exactly get to the bottom of it and who is responsible and what was going on. Now, I have reached out to Montgomery County Public Schools for a comment, and hopefully they will get back with me soon. I'll be able to bring that to you both here and online on dcnewsnow.com. For now, live in Durwood, Maryland, I'm Lex Juarez. Back to you.
All right, Lex, thank you. Your time right now is 6:05. Developing this morning, food delivery fines in the district. There could soon be some consequences for delivery drivers who block traffic. The city's council passed temporary legislation on this issue. Now they're waiting for the mayor's office to sign the bill. Currently, the Department for Hire Vehicles is only allowed to write tickets for cars carrying people, not food. But this bill would change that. And while some say this will make the roadways safer, others have concerns about it, especially given the lack of parking in the district.
I don't think really it's fair to people who are just trying to make a little bit of money to worry about incurring extra fines or tickets just doing their job.
And this change will not affect Amazon or FedEx drivers. Once the bill gets a signature from the mayor, it will then require congressional review.
Your time right now is 6:06. Covering the Metro this morning, cracking down on free rides throughout the system. Metro is making changes to stop fare evasion. A new warning campaign started yesterday to alert people who don't pay about those fines. Metro says they have lost $40 million in just fiscal year 2022 because of fare evasion. Now, the fine system would be based on where you are. In the district, it would be a $50 fine. In Maryland and Virginia, that fine could be up to $100. Some riders say it's about time everyone pays their fare.
If I have to pay, then you have to pay too. Nothing's free in this world. You have to pay.
A new digital signage displayed throughout the system right now. In November, Metro Transit Police will start enforcing fines to anyone caught not paying to enter the system. All right, well, happening today, you can expect some lane closures on Connecticut Avenue near Manor Road in Montgomery County. This is due to Purple Line construction. Crews will install an overhang for a new rail bridge over Connecticut. Now, the lane closures will happen during the day between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m., then again from 7 p.m. until 5 a.m.
In our schools this morning, the Prince William County School District pushing to become the next Virginia county to allow school staff to unionize. Educators, advocates, and other school system employees rallied yesterday outside the school board building. Members of the Prince William Education Association even went inside and one after another challenged the school board, asking them to not only pass a collective bargaining resolution, but to also help to bolster the one presented. The PWEA president says it needs to happen sooner rather than later.
What we would like to see is a pathway to be able to bargain next school year, and that means that we have to have a clear vision for how an election process can be handled and be completed this school year.
A vote on the resolution could come as soon as this month.
Well, new this morning, DC Health and Safeway are working together to get kids vaccinated here in the district. Starting on Tuesday, kids will be able to get shots in stores at any participating Safeway. The initiative is aimed at helping kids get vaccinated and return to the classroom. This comes after DC Health rolled out free vaccinations with National Children's Hospital. Now, you can visit dchealth.gov for more information on just that. Well, health experts are warning the public to brace for a really tough flu season. People who have not built their immunity and not received the flu in the past few years could get sick with the virus. Now, this includes people who have forgotten safety measures used during the pandemic. People who get the flu shot had community immunity of about 10 to 30 during a normal flu season. The CDC recommends September and October as the best time to get that flu shot.
Your time right now is 6:09, turning now to Hurricane Ian. Officials say Maryland Task Force 1 is on the ground in heavily damaged areas in Florida. These are photos of the team at some of those locations. Yesterday, they worked in neighborhoods near the beach in Lee County on a search and assessment mission and also stepped to assist some of the people living there.
Rescue teams with more than 1,000 personnel have gone door to door to 79,000 structures to check on occupants. There's more urban search and rescue capability in Florida since this storm than has ever been in one place, in one state, since 9/11.
And while Hurricane Ian may have passed over Florida, the damage will not be leaving anytime soon. Here you can see just a glimpse of some of that devastation just left behind. Mangled debris left from the storms that tore through homes and pushed ships out of the water. Officials say over 2,300 people have already been rescued from the flooding and the wreckage throughout the state. The death toll for Ian has risen to at least 80, and emergency personnel are working through search and rescue efforts in the hardest hit areas. And happening today, President Biden joining relief efforts down in Florida. He's heading to the most ravaged parts of the state with the pledge that all levels of government, federal, state, and local, will come together to help rebuild the communities. This afternoon, the president will be in Fort Myers. Two of Biden's biggest critics, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and Senator Rick Scott, will also join him.
Your time right now is 6:10. This morning, Trump's new request, the latest in his quest to get the federal court to intervene in the investigation of documents seized from his home in Florida. Lawyers for the former president asked the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn a lower court decision and allow a special master to review those classified documents. Trump's lawyers submitted the application to Justice Clarence Thomas. Last night, the court said the government has been asked to respond by October 11th.